All right, well, hello everyone. Welcome to yoga today. My name is Joy and we're going to get started. We're going to start standing, rolling our shoulders back, just taking a few deep breaths in and out. With our heart and our chest open, breathing in, raising the arms up. We're going to exhale, draw those palms down in front of the heart. And again, rising up with the arms, breathe in. Exhale, drawing those palms down in front of the heart. And one more time, inhale, rising up with the arms. And exhale, as we draw the palms in front of our heart, we're going to start hinging from our hip until we're folding about halfway. From the side, I'm going to show you like this, about halfway. And then we're just going to reach our arms out, like kind of like wings of a bird. We're going to spread our arms forward as our hips send back. Breathe in. And then we're going to exhale, start straightening our legs and reaching side again. So just starting to get into those legs, feeling the weight of your legs carrying you as you drop a little deeper. And then you raise your knees to straight as you open side. 2 more, breathe in. Kind of drawing our abdominals up as those arms go side. 1 more, breathe in. Great job. As we exhale, hold here. Let's rotate our body and see if one of our hands can meet the floor. Now, don't worry if your hand doesn't meet the floor with straight legs. You can bend the knees if you like and rotate that twist. Or you can keep your legs straight if that feels right. Everyone kind of has a different way of expressing each posture. So don't worry at all if you look different from someone next to you moving. That's exactly kind of how yoga works. It fits for each body just the way that it will. So again, some of us might have bent knees. Some of us might have straightened our legs out. Let's go to the next side. Other hand down, other arm up. Finding this beautiful rotation. Let's breathe in to our rib cage, breathe into our lungs, breathe in. Exhale. Again, breathe in. Exhale. 1 more big breath in. Great job. As we exhale, we're going to sit the hips back again. Sweep the arms up this time. So from the side, this looks like this. We call our chair pose. So a little different. Before we were more in a flat back and we had those bent knees. Now we're tipping our chest more upright in our chair. We're going to try sweeping our hands back and letting our heels kind of float up. And then we're going to push our heels down, rise to stand. So this is going to be a vinyasa flow today. Breathing in, exhaling, rising. Vinyasa flow helps us move with our breath. So we breathe in, then we use our exhale to stand and rise. 2 more. Breathe in, use that exhale to stand and rise. 1 more time. Breathing in, beautiful job, and exhale, stand, rise. Great job here. Let's draw those palms back in front of our heart, and we're going to do something called a sun salutation. We're going to start at the top of our mat, so we have some mat space behind us here. Inhale our arms high, and exhale, hinge from our hips, float over our legs. Kind of give your legs a little hug. Breathe in. Exhale, raise your gaze forward, and then we're going to bend our knees, bring our hands to our mat. Some of us may lunge 1 leg at a time back, okay? If you're someone who has a lot of energy today and you want to jump back, you might have that option too. But just know anytime we move back into plank, I might say move back into plank, you can get there any way that works for you. You can lunge there, you can jump there, you can hop there. We're going to hold this plank for at least 3 strong breaths, so breathe in. Exhale. If we're tired, we can drop our knees. That's always an option. Remember, you can always make this flow your own. Breathe in. Exhale. Let's do 1 more big breath in. As we exhale, heels shift a bit forward. We bend our elbows. We lower down. We call this our chaturanga lower down. Now that we're here, we take a lift. Breathe in. Exhale. Coming down. Breathe in. And again, each of us lift to a different height. So some of us might lift just partway. Breathe in. Others of us might extend the arms a bit more. Breathe in. Exhale. 2 more. Rolling up. Breathe in. Exhale. 1 more. Breathe in. Good. As we exhale now, we're going to look down at our chest. And this time when we push up, it feels like we're pushing up from a push-up. We fold into our child's pose. So I wanted to show child's pose first because this is a good way to kind of warm up We're gonna circle our wrists, and later on, instead of child's pose here, we'll have an option to go into what we call downward dog, which has a little bit more weight on our hands. But this is a great rest space because again, yoga should feel rejuvenating and energizing. Not just like you're putting out a lot of energy. Yes, you're using your body, but you wanna bring that energy in as well with every inhale. And come back to these restorative spaces such as child's pose when you can, to have those moments to rest and just feel great in your body, okay? So as we're resting here, we're building up that energy because we know we have more fun work coming. We're gonna tuck our toes. We're gonna push with our hands and peel our knees up and go into downward dog. In our downward dog here, we're pedaling through the feet. One knee bends and then the other. If at any time you're getting tired, if at any time you need to come down, you can also come to your knees and do some feet press backs like this. So you're still getting into your calves, but you're able to stretch the back of your legs. So feel free to take your time. Breathe in. Exhale. 3 more breaths here. Breathe in. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Breathe in. Exhale. 1 more breath in. As we exhale, we're going to look up at our hands. Take a bend in our knees and either walk gently with our feet to the top. Again, that's one option. Or some of you that like to energize today, bend your knees and hop up to the top, okay? So you can always hop, walk, or step or lunge. We're going to inhale high. We're going to go through that same sun salutation with a bit more of a faster pace here, okay? So we're going to inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Take a moment, let your gaze lift straight ahead. And as we bend our knees, hands to the mat, you can either lunge one leg at a time back, or maybe you jump there. We're in plank. Just one breath in plank this time. Breathe in. Exhale, heels shift forward, elbows bend, chaturanga. Curl up, cobra or upward dog. Remember, you can go high or low here. If your toes aren't already tucked under, tuck those toes and lift up into plank and then downward dog, or just go to your child's pose if you prefer. As we're here, we're pedaling those feet. We're gonna take our right leg up this time. We're gonna add in some warrior poses. So right leg is up, we're gonna flex and point that foot. Give that ankle some love, circle it out. 1, 2, reverse 3 and 4. Draw your right knee towards your chest and step that foot down. Once you stand that right foot down, let's pivot our back left heel and sweep our arms up. This we call warrior 1. Warrior 1 helps us to start to take that big first step in our journey. So yoga's here to inspire us every day on being that warrior in life, getting through our challenges, that warrior of kindness that's gonna find a peaceful option for everything that comes our way. So you'll see that peaceful warrior coming up soon. But before we take that, let's open to warrior 2. Look over, right fingertips, left arm is back. Warrior 2. Finding that balance in our everyday life. Breathe in. Exhale, flip our right palm. We're gonna reach out. Carve space overhead. Here's that peaceful warrior. Reaching up and back. Opening that side booty. Exhale, let's come back to warrior 1. And then we're gonna think about that chair pose we did earlier. We're gonna start to let our chest lean over our front thigh and step back into that chair. Good job. Breathe in. Exhale, rise up. Exhale, fold back over the legs. Lift our gaze. Bend the knees, hands to the mat. You can lunge back, jump, step, hop, however you want to get there. Plank. Again, let's lower chaturanga. Breathe in. Opening the heart. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful job. Walk those feet out. Watch how we're going to switch sides and repeat that flow. We're going to take our left leg up. Great job. If you've got that leg up, let's flex and point. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Circle that ankle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Reverse. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's draw that left knee in. Shift your hips forward. Step the left foot down. Pivot your back heel. Inhale the arms up. Warrior 1. As we rise, feeling strong, feeling the weight taken into our front foot, front thigh, and having our knee balanced over our ankle is so important here. So if you feel like ever you're like this, just scoot that foot out a bit more. So you can have a really nice solid grounding. Warrior 1, breathe in. Lift our heart. Exhale, open. Warrior 2. Looking over those left fingertips. Breathe in. Exhale again, breathe in. Exhale, great job. Let's flip our left palm, reach out. Up and back, peaceful warrior. Beautiful here, one more breath in. Let's exhale, pick up our bottom arm, turn, and face front again, back to warrior 1. Let's think how we did this last time. Chest over our front thigh, we're gonna pull that back foot in, chair pose. Good job, press through the legs to stand, inhale. Exhale, big forward fold. And again, inhale, gaze lifts up. Breathe in, exhale, hands to the mat. Now we can lunge, step, jump, or hop to plank, okay? And we can choose to stay in plank for a moment, or if you need to drop your knees, you can. But we're gonna come down once more. Breathe in, exhale, curl up half, or all the way once again. This time we're gonna take a detour and give ourselves a little rest in that child's pose, because again, no matter how much work we put in, our balance of rest is super important. If we just put in a lot of work in our everyday life and don't take those times for rest, that can cause some imbalance with our physical body. And also mentally, we need these mental breaks too, to just give ourselves a little moment of peace. So come back to yourself for a moment here, breathe in. And before we get to our next vinyasa flow, we're gonna do some back strengthening and back stretching, okay? So we're gonna come out to our elbows. We call this a Sphinx position. Our neck is long and our shoulders are pulling away from the ears. Right ear to right shoulder, head is center, left ear to left shoulder. Then roll the chin, side to side, ear to one shoulder, ear to the other. And now we think about how we can use this feeling of lift through our chest while also extending one leg back. Feeling that extension through the front of our hip and lower. Let's try the other leg, extend it back. Now this can feel pretty intense, so if you need to keep alternating, you can. Maybe one leg and then the other. But if you're someone who's feeling pretty strong today, maybe you decide to pulse both legs reaching back. And maybe you even reach both arms forward. Again, check in with what's right for you. You could also do just opposite arm to leg, reach out. Opposite arm to leg, reach out. See if you feel okay doing both. And then if you'd like, you can even sweep your hands back. We call this our locust pose, strengthening our back. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale, one more breath in. Let's exhale, relax down, let our head turn to one side. Beautiful job. So as we rest our back, we prepare for one more kind of back exercise, back extension, okay? So we're gonna bend one knee and reach our hand to foot. Again, some of us may choose to do one side at a time. So you may hold this side a few breaths, and then maybe you switch and hold the other foot. If you're someone who's up for both feet, grab both feet, okay? You see what feels right for you. And we're gonna push the feet into the hands and start to open our chest up. This we call our bow pose, rocking up, opening our chest, opening our heart. Breathing in, exhaling. And you may notice you may wanna come down and back up a few times, seeing how it feels for you. Feeling okay to flow at your own pace always. Take 2 more breaths, breathe in, exhale. Again, breathe in, exhale, one more breath in, and we'll exhale back down. Hands under shoulders. Let's imagine we're coming up from a push-up to our knees. Boom, up and back. Child's pose again. Beautiful job. So we did such a great little detour there. Now it's time for us to get back to our vinyasa flow, doing not only our sun salutation, but our warrior sequences. And we're gonna add in a few new things this time. So as we crawl our fingers forward, let's dive our chest down and up. Breathe in. Exhale, tuck our toes, pull through plank, downward dog, walking our feet out. So I'm gonna offer an option for those that would like to try today to jump to the top. Again, you might decide to just walk your feet to the top of your mat. Otherwise, bend your knees, take a look at your hands, and take a little hop up. Coming through that chair pose. Rise. Great job. So we did warrior 1 and 2. Let's look at warrior 3. We're going to pick up our right knee. Just balance. Start to send the leg back. Now this could be enough. Maybe at first your toes on the floor. Maybe you lift higher. Or maybe you kind of come into a balance with your arms and legs reaching like a letter T. Maybe you even scale down. That's pretty challenging, but check in. Sometimes you fall, just come back. Come try again. If you wobble, it's okay. Coming back up. Let's try the next side for warrior 3. Left knee draws up, breathe in. Exhale. Send the leg behind you. Again, maybe at first just the toes are on the floor. Start to lift the leg at the pace that feels right for you. Maybe it's here. Maybe you balance out like a letter T. Maybe you drop further. Wherever you're at, be strong through your core by exhaling and drawing your abdominals in. Breathe in. Exhale, soften the standing leg to rise. Beautiful job. Let's now rise up that right knee again. Send it back into a warrior 1. Chest is open. Breathe in. Let's exhale, open to warrior 2. Breathe in. Let's exhale, flip that palm, move through our peaceful warrior. Breathe in. Let's exhale, rotate our hands over the front leg and move back to our warrior 3. Beautiful job. We're going to soften that front leg back to warrior 1. And now we're going to open out and come into what we call our goddess pose. Index finger and thumb together for a mudra we call our Jana mudra. Elbows pull in and we lift our heels. And then we're going to try reaching our arms back out. Great work through this balance. Breathe in. Exhale. Exhale. 2 more. Breathe in. Exhale. 1 more big breath in. Exhale, heels lower. Great job. Inhale the arms up. Let's pivot the feet. So we're going to look to the back end of our mat now in warrior 1. So this is the first time we've kind of looked all the way to this opposite end of our mat today. And as we're here, we're just kind of looking at a new perspective. Reminding yourself that in life, anytime you can kind of check in with opening your mind to a new perspective, you might find an answer you didn't see before. So just being ready again to be that warrior in life, getting through every challenge that comes our way with love, care, and kindness for all, including yourself. So congratulate yourself today for taking this time to care for you. Let's open to warrior 2. Breathe in. Exhale, flip that front paw. Reach up and back. Peaceful warrior. Breathe in. Exhale, circling around and reaching out. Arms over that front leg. Let's try to press into that warrior 3 again. Breathe in. Exhale, soften that standing knee and let's open back out, if we can, into our goddess pose. Amazing job. If you haven't made it here to goddess yet, just come find this space. Breathe in, sinking our knees down. If you want to lift your heels, you can. If you fall forward, just engage your center and pull yourself back up. 2 more breaths. Breathe in. Exhale. 1 more breath. Breathe in. As we exhale, heels down, let's turn all of our toes forward and let's lengthen out into this big fold here. Wide-legged forward fold here today. So legs are wide and we're folding forward. Just sigh away any tension or stress here. Let's walk our hands a bit closer. Turn our left fingertips to face the right and raise the right arm up. Breathe in. Exhale. And switching sides, just like we did this twist towards the beginning of class, but we had our feet much closer. Same idea, just spiraling and opening that chest. Beautiful here. As we come center, let's walk our chest over to our right leg here. Hug that leg. And then we'll start to turn our right toes out to the side and expand the top arm open. So we have our triangle pose. Breathe in. Exhale. Again, breathe in. Exhale, beginning to circle this top shoulder if you wish, waking up that open space in the heart, maybe reversing that direction. Maybe we just keep that arm high. Maybe we bring our hand to our hip, low back or thigh. Or maybe we even wrap the pose going deeper. Again, we have so many ways to express any single asana in yoga. So take a moment, breathe in. And we're going to exhale. My back will turn to you for a moment because the top hand's going to come down. So take your top hand down. And the hand that was just on the floor is now going to rise open. We call this our revolved triangle. So you're kind of twisting towards the leg. And then opening and reaching up. And as both hands make their way down, we carry ourselves to the other side. So we're going to start with just a hug for that left leg. 3 to 5 deep breaths in and out. Sighing away any stress, any tension. And now let's let those toes turn so that we can raise up our top arm. We're on the second side for that triangle now. Breathing in. Exhale. Again, breathe in. Exhale, and maybe begin to circle this shoulder if you feel up for it. Maybe reversing that direction. And you can take your arm and keep it reaching up. You can take your hand to your hip, low back or thigh, or you can even wrap this pose. Breathe in. Exhale. Take one more big breath in. As we exhale, our top hand moves down and our opposite arm raises up. So now we have our revolved triangle. Breathe in. Exhale. Remember that your hand can also be up here by your knee. It can be on your ankle, your foot, the floor, or even a block if you have a yoga block. No worries. Even if you don't have a yoga block, you can always just put your hand up a bit higher on the leg. And finally from here, we're going to stay at this end of the mat. So again, it's kind of that back end of our mat. We're going to unpivot our back foot and go into our downward dog from this new space. Walking our feet out, treading those heels. Shifting into our plank again, breathe in. Exhale, bend our elbows, chaturanga. Curling up, cobra upward dog, breathe in. And exhale, rounding back once more in that child's pose. As we're ready, we'll slowly turn around and sit with our legs out in front of us. We're going to bounce out the back of our knees. Just kind of bounce out those knees. Sweep the arms high, inhale. And exhale, pour the heart and the chest forward over the legs. We call this our forward fold. And it's a seated forward fold. We did some standing forward fold earlier. So again, guys, if our hands are behind our legs, on the thighs, calves, or anywhere like that, that's just fine. And if you happen to reach your feet, you can reach there. We're going to take about 3 to 5 breaths. Very good. Let's come up now and slide our hands behind us, fingers face our toes, and we're going to set our feet down. Heels under the knees. Begin rolling hips up, and you might even unfold so that you're gazing out at your knees, or maybe you're letting your head fold back. Just be mindful of how you're feeling. If for any reason you feel lightheaded or dizzy with the head dropping back, just look forward. We're going to do 2 more breaths. Breathe in. Exhale. Again, breathe in. Exhale, 1 more breath in. Beautiful job. As we exhale, we take a seat. We're going to give our knees a big hug. And forehead dropping to those knees. Just hug those legs. And now we're going to keep our right knee and extend our left leg. Let's take our left arm around the right knee and gaze back over the right shoulder. 3 to 5 breaths. Very good. Let's unwind. Let this right knee fall open. Sweep the arms high. Breathe in. And exhale over that straight leg. Very good. As we come up, switching it out. Now that right leg extends, we hug our left leg in. Right arm up, we're going to twist. Right arm against that left leg. And look back over our left shoulder. And slowly unwind. Now this left knee falls open, so you have your leg just turned on the inside there. And we're going to lift up and over the straight leg. Very good. And right here, let's bring both feet together. So these are our butterfly positionings, and we can have a wider stance, maybe the feet further out, or maybe pull the feet really close in. See what's feeling right for you. I'm going to do a little side to side stretch, side to side. Just see how that feels to keep those sit bones grounded, and just move from the side waist. We're going to take it up through center, side, and back up. Another way, side, through center, side, and up. Now let's reach our arms out and take a big forward fold here. Very good. As we make our way up, let's now close our knees, and one more time, we're going to scoot our hips forward so we have space behind us and hug the legs. But this time we're going to hug under the legs and try to balance on our sit bones. And your feet are just kind of either parallel like this off the floor, or if they're just a little down, or maybe they're straightened up. This is our boat pose. So boat pose is kind of the name that shows how a boat rocks in the water. Up here we might feel a little wobbly. We might feel like we're going to fall. Maybe we're lowering our legs a little bit and trying to refine that balance. But just again, breathing into that core. And right here, our solar plexus center. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to try 2 more breaths. Breathe in. Exhale. Take 1 more breath in. And as we exhale, let our legs go, and we're going to start to fold back into our canoe. Now we're really firing up our core because we're almost done with class. We want to feel so strong for our day. So take 2 more breaths here. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. And this time exhale and gently relax. Beautiful job. This is your Shavasana, a rest space to come to at the end of our practice, so that we can let all that hard work we've done settle back into our body, and that we can set a moment of intention for our day. Let yourself have a moment here to just be and breathe, finding gratitude for your body and your breath, for every heartbeat in your chest. And again, setting any intentions. Maybe you set an intention today to be kind to each person you meet, or to do something for you today, or for your family, or whatever it is that inspires you today. Take a few moments and just rest here, enjoying your breath and your body. And as you're ready, you can walk your knees in again, maybe give them a hug and rock on your back. Maybe you take your legs in the air and start circling the ankles. Or maybe you even roll your hips high and take a shoulder stand to wake yourself back up after all this movement today. And if you'd like to, you can even rock back up to seated, because we'll be closing out our practice either resting still if you prefer, or seated. I'm going to take one more moment and just take a moment to find gratitude for at least 3 things today. This is a practice you can do every day, and this is also part of yoga, just that moment of finding gratitude, of checking in. So as you take a few more deep breaths, find at least 3 things you're grateful for today. Inhaling our palms together. We exhale our palms in front of the heart. And namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. It was great to see you all.